What's going on, everybody? It's Rod with Pow Group. It's election day, November 5th. Happy Tuesday. Hope everyone's doing well. We're going to get started here with the live stream in about 30 seconds. We'll give it a half in a minute or so for people to jump on. Let us know where you're tuning in from, and let us know if we have any Floridians in the house today. See, we have some people joining. Welcome, welcome. We're going to get started here in about 20 seconds. Jam says this will be fun. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun night. I think it's either gonna be really good or really bad. One of the two. Either way, it's definitely not going to be disappointing in terms of entertainment. We got Swift Escapes. Hello, Rod. Welcome to the live stream. Thanks for joining. See, you have quite a few people joining. We'll get started here in about 10 seconds. Just wanted to give it a little bit of time, bit of a last minute live stream. So we're going to be discussing Q3 2024 earnings from Trulieve. And yes, on 3, if you're in Florida, do us proud. And let's get this across the finish line. So I believe the polls end at 8 p.m. Eastern time. And then I'm going to be going live later on as well. So we'll discuss this. Stock was down quite a bit today, leading into the vote and after earnings. A little bit of a mixed bag there in terms of earnings. So we'll discuss all of that and more. Before we get to it, make sure to smash the like, all that good stuff. You'll be notified on any future videos or when I go live. And this is not financial advice. You should never buy or sell anything based on anything that I say or write. You can also follow us over on X, formerly Twitter. Handle for that is @GroupPow. So they did miss in terms of revenue estimates. So we were expecting 289.46 million, came in at 284.3 million. Earnings per share, EPS, we were expecting negative 0.08, and it came in negative 0.06. So they did beat in terms of earnings per share. And they talked about the loss and adjusted loss because of the 48 million that went for campaign support in Florida. So it was 60 million, but adjusted net loss 12 million. So it actually wasn't that bad. So we'll go through their earnings here. Just a quick, we'll just do a couple of quick highlights here. I think most of this, a lot of people are saying it's hard to say why, we're selling off. It's like, is yes on 3 not going to go through? Is it because of bad earnings? Or is it because of just profit taking leading into this vote, right? I think it has to do with all of that, right? Like people want to de-risk ahead of the vote. People want to lock in gains, right? Like, yes, could we go up from here? But that's not a certainty, right? So, you have to think about these people, these traders who, the stock has been absolutely exploding really since August of 2023 when we bottomed, right? So this whole year, like from that low, this whole year we ran over 300%, so 320%. So, all these people here on the monthly uptrend confirming where we had low, high, higher low, and higher high right in this candle here of January of this year is when we confirmed the monthly uptrend. So even if you just went long there on the monthly uptrend confirming, you would have saw a gain of 83%. But then there's lots of people who didn't get to enter on that higher low that are entering here, and they're entering in anticipation of the Florida vote, right? Or they entered here in anticipation of the Florida vote because they knew it was probably going to be coming, right? So while we didn't have, updated poll numbers and things like that, a lot of the polling has been around the mid 60 percentile, which I've been saying for many, many months now that I think was more than likely going to be the case. They would approve it and see it somewhere around that 60 percentile. It's going to be hard, right? It's unfortunate that we can't just get 50%. We need 60%, but it is what it is. And if we have to come to terms with the fact that it might not go through, right? And if it doesn't, I don't think it's the end of the world. We have one presidential candidate who has let's legalize recreational MJ, showcasing that right all over Twitter and stuff. So, it's definitely, this time is different. And, this is not a huge deal. That might even motivate them to potentially want to deschedule it and work with Congress even more so if Florida doesn't go through. So we know both sides of the aisle are very pro in terms of that. So I don't think it's going to be a big issue. I think it will pass, though. Let me know in the comment section what you think. Do you think it's going to pass? Do you think it's not going to pass? There could also be a wait, right? There could also be some time where I was looking into it. It said, we could get it right away. It might take a day or two. We'll see what happens. And then after it gets approved, there's going to more than likely be all kinds of crazy headlines and FUD lawsuits, etc., trying to sort out all the details. So we'll go through, as I mentioned, their revenue 284. That was up 3% year over year, in line with their guidance. Their gross margin was 61% compared to 52% during the third quarter of last year. Year-to-date cash flow from operations, $241 million, and free cash flow of $162 million. And Florida adult use campaign support of $48 million during the third quarter alone, over $100 million so far. And this is all in US dollars, unless otherwise indicated. So yeah, that's pretty much all the major highlights. Let's go through. Let me know what you think in the live chat or in the comment section if you join after the fact. But let me know what you think of this earnings. These earnings. Cash and short-term investments at quarter end total $319 million. I didn't join the conference call. I assume there was a conference call. I had a busy day today. There's only so much you can do when earnings season kicking off. SNDL earnings and whatnot getting came out today as well. So a lot of kickoff here in terms of earnings. We got Trulieve and a bunch tomorrow as well. And yeah, we're going to be tracking this Amendment 3 vote to legalize MJ. And that'll be during the live stream this evening. So I mentioned on X and previously that I'll be doing a live stream. And that's going to be at 6 p.m. Mountain Time or 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Or sorry, 4 p.m. Mountain Time, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. That's what I meant to say. 4 p.m. Mountain, 6 p.m. Eastern. It'll be a couple hours. The polls close at 8, but wanted to come on. We'll have some fun. Come join us again. Like I said, on that live stream at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll go over all of the elections, the results there. We'll tune into some news. We'll get everybody's thoughts and chat. I'll be, I'll probably come on here on the mic, and I'll probably do some typing and whatnot in the live chat, and then we'll see what the blockchain polymarket side of things thinks, and just a little bit of an insight into the stream tonight. Also going to be watching this Elizabeth Warren. She's very pro MJ as well, so I got a lot of I love John Deaton and his crypto stance, but he hasn't said anything about MJ. He's very pro common sense though, so if he's pro common sense, I can't see why you would ever be against MJ or anything like that, of the legalization of it, so, or any kind of reform for that matter. But we'll tune into that. We'll take a look at the chart here in just a moment as well. But yeah, you can see here, Media Green Market Report posting that Trulieve post mixed third quarter results with Florida MJ vote underway. Yeah, so they did have a mixed bag there, like I said, beat in terms of EPS, but missed in terms of revenue. And then, yeah, down quite a bit from the last quarter. I think that's why it was hit so bad, right? It was on a nice upward trajectory, 275, 287, 298, 303, boom, 284, right? Could be that seasonality effect too, who knows? But yeah, it's going to be fun tonight. But overall, I think that's all I had to mention. We'll jump into the chart here in a moment. Everybody else can read. I'm not just going to go through and read the whole thing, but those were the major updates. And if anybody joined the conference call, let me know if there was anything that was said on there that was notable. Like I said, I wasn't able to join that. But yeah, pretty decent report overall. Gross margins were great. It's just that revenue dip definitely magnified things to the downside today. It wasn't the worst earnings report or anything like that. I think it was just people deleveraging, kind of de-risking and taking some of the money and the profits off the table. So I think that's mostly what we can expect into tomorrow. We could see an EMA 12 and 26 bear cross on the daily time frame. So who knows? Maybe we don't find out who wins, or if the Florida vote was approved right away. We come down and we see, or it just doesn't get approved and we see downside. So not loving that for us. The fact that, and SPY could see a daily EMA 12 and 26 bear cross, but it happened here last time and bulls fought it off. So it could happen that one more final blow off top rally, which I'm expecting 600, 620 on that monthly bull flag target for SPY. So I think we're going to hit somewhere around, 600, 620. And then, we close at the high of the day today as well, and we're up 577 after hours. So best thing we can expect is a bounce today, or sorry, into tomorrow in the broader market, and we get catch some tailwinds from that. One more observation that I've been noticing as well is when tech is up, MJ is usually going the opposite way. Not always, but it has been that correlation has been the case where it's inverse. So QQQ, the trust, Invesco Trust, is bouncing on the daily time frame. And then what I've been saying about MJ, bull market's going to start after crypto and big tech finish its bull cycle and enter a bear market. And exactly the same thing on Bitcoin today. Bitcoin bouncing on the daily time frame and QQQ as well. And if we bring up MSOS, daily consolidation. So we've been seeing that correlation quite a bit lately. We'll just see if there's anything else on the chart that we can, that hourly time frame not looking great. It's an hourly bear flag, actually. We confirmed the hourly downtrend. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. Like really, imagine like if, and I'm not getting political. I'm not saying I want him to win. Imagine if Trump did win. And we know he's very pro Amendment 3. And what if the Florida vote doesn't go through and Trump wins? It's like 1-2 punch. But would that motivate him to want to work with Congress and deschedule it? Who knows? I'm just trying to think of all scenarios, right? I love kind of thinking of what the market would do, and no one has a crystal ball at the end of the day, but we could try to get to the most, kind of likely scenario but not only that, just look at all the scenarios and then prepare for the outcomes, right? It's kind of a cool thought process. And, we can even use AI and whatnot to help us get to some sort of conclusion. But yeah, this hourly bear flag, you need to get over 1202 to negate it at the 0.32 fib. In order to confirm it, we need to lose the low there at 1151. Lose 1151, it's confirmed, and the measured move is saying 1077. Let's see if we can get some news to offset some of these bearish technical patterns, because it's not looking too hot. On the weekly time frame, we had a bit of a heads up here as well. The stochastic crossed bearish a couple weeks ago. So that was the first clue that we could start to trend lower. And again, profit taking leading into the vote just makes a whole lot of sense to me. And then stochastic, MACD is close to seeing a bear cross here on the weekly. So, might even just see some rotation out of Trulieve into those other names. Like an interesting observation that I made today as well was Trulieve has been bouncing the last couple of days, while TCNNF has been consolidating in a big way. So maybe we're seeing some rotation because they're going to benefit as well, like Curleaf and other operators, right? You got Air Wellness and Cresco and Verano. So, maybe just seeing some rotation, profit taking. Yeah, let's just take a look at Curleaf actually on the weekly time frame to see if it's any. Yeah, see the opposite. We're seeing weekly and stochastic bull crosses, whereas TCNNF is gearing up for bear crosses. So it's anybody's guess at this point if Florida's going to pass or not, but that would not be good. Not good at all. Would probably drop 20% easily, maybe even 30%. We do have the 50 weekly there at 985. So if we do lose $10, that'll be the next level to target. And then on the daily time frame, we still have yet to see that death cross. We fought that off, and we're still above all our daily moving averages at the moment as well. So we do have the 50-day there at 1147, but a lot of support in that $10 area. And then don't want to see us lose that 50 weekly though, because nothing nearby until the 100 there at 766. So things could start to accelerate quickly if we do lose that key level there at 985. All right. Jump into the chat here. Going to start wrapping it up. Like I said, going to get ready for the live stream here. Be going live in, what is it now? It's 3 p.m. Mountain Time, so it'll be an hour. Holy crap, time flies. So we'll be going live in an hour, and come hang out. We'll go through all of the updates in real time. The stream's probably going to be long. I'll keep everybody just in my posted on that, because I just wanted to everybody to keep in mind that it's going to be a long stream. So make sure you get everything that you need. If you want to kind of put your feet up and whatnot, I'll bring up different parts of the news, and we'll look at the Florida vote, some of the elections there, and then we'll just look at the whole the whole 9 yards. Going to be fun. MSOS got destroyed for some reason today. I guess uncertainty. Yeah, Jam. So I think kind of just, like I said, de-risking right into the vote. And people don't like, the market doesn't like uncertainty. And a lot of people probably had that trade and similar mindset where, the traders are just there to get that 20%, 40%, 60% swing. And, they're in it for a multiple month trade. And then they're getting out right before the vote. We got Portland, Oregon in the house. Man, I can't wait, Harry, to go check out Portland, actually. Really, it's on my bucket list for sure, and I hear they have some of the best quality and best prices in terms of MJ. Swift here in Leamington. Nice. Welcome, welcome. We have Alex in the house from Boca Raton, Florida here. That's awesome. Well, hopefully we can get it done. All eyes will be on Floridians tonight. Thanks for joining the live stream, though, Alex. We have a member of the channel for 2 months, Mr. Mankey. I think you were actually the first member ever. So what happened? What I missed so far? Yeah, it's not a super long stream. So it's 16 minutes, probably ended around 20 minutes. You can always go back, rewatch it. But yeah, I'm going to be doing another live stream as well in just under 1 hour. And it's going to be fun. They also have over 400 million US debt. Yep. I didn't check that exactly, but yeah, it's kind of a common thing with these MJ companies. There's a few outliers, but most have debt at the moment. SNDL also reported up 10%. Yeah, I saw that. It was a nice move. Was it positive free cash flow? But yeah, I might do another video on SNDL shortly after this, or maybe I'll do it tomorrow or something. David in the house. But yeah, thanks, Anna. Thanks, David. Sup, Rod. Kim can't be too happy about this ER. Yeah, it wasn't fantastic. Give you that. Tilray making a move. Not sure on that one. I didn't actually check it into the end of the day. 177. So that was kind of just ranging in that 170 area USD. We got NIS 100 plus million into amendment passing and 15 new stores built, investing in money printing machine, folks. Yeah, I was talking about this today. Yeah, they invested over 100 million, and then also, it's kind of funny though when you think about it, because like, what about all the other operators that are in Florida and didn't invest that much money? It's kind of like, well, they're kind of benefiting off all this money that Trulieve's spending as well, without having to spend a bunch of money. I'm sure that they've given money to the cause, but not to that degree. But we appreciate their contributions. That's for sure. The industry thanks them. We have Justin in the house. If you expect crypto to blow off top, you must be thinking MJ will also go up, just not so much, and both will consolidate when the market overall tops. MJ would hold a nice higher low, then push. So what I think is probably going to happen, obviously I don't have a crystal ball. It's just my thesis, and I've been basically saying this for over a year now, that once crypto and big tech top out, so what'll happen is, like, Bitcoin should run to around 100K, I think, so plus or minus 10,000. I was talking about this in the PAL Group private community today, and I'll try to wrap this up quick here. But what I think is going to happen is Bitcoin will run to around 100K, somewhere around there, and then alt season will happen, and that'll probably happen over the next month or so, and then alt season probably end of the year 2025 beginning, and then while Bitcoin's running, I think we'll see one more final blow off top moment on big tech. So think of your Googles, your Apples, on your Amazons, etc. And then when big tech starts to pull back around the same time Bitcoin tops, we should see money rotate out of big tech, just like it would rotate out of Bitcoin into alt season. Instead of rotating out of Bitcoin in alt season, it'll be rotating out of big tech, and it'll be small cap season, essentially. So around the same time alts are popping off, I think we'll see small cap stocks and things like that, where even MJ might catch a bid as well, right? It's because that rotational play. But then, yes, I think we'll enter a bear market after alt season and small cap season, somewhere around 2025. I think, somewhere around May and spring 2025 is going to get real bloody. So I don't want to be too exposed there to, like, I don't want to have any big tech, and I don't want to have very much crypto, maybe 10% of my holdings, 20% at the most come that time. And then, yes, I think the markets will will dip quite heavily, but I think that, MJ will get hit hard. Like if SPY drops 10% in a day, there's no way in hell MJ isn't dropping, 10 or 20%, maybe even more. So, if a black swan or a big market dip happens, which it very well could, and probably will very soon, then yeah, it'll get hit, but it should recover quickly and go on to be the best, if not one of the best performing sectors. So hopefully that helps. That is a many month process. Yeah, it's going to be. I think it's going to be 3 to 6 months. I live in Orlando. Nice, Daniel. Welcome, welcome. Yes, on three. Yeah, I've been to Orlando more times than I can count. I think love it there. Can you look at Tilray maybe for a minute? Sorry, I can't right now. I want to try to keep this video centric to Trulieve, and I'm going to start getting ready for the live stream here at 6 p.m. Eastern. But I'll get you on the next one. Maybe we'll take a look at it later on here on the next live stream. Nice. We got Harry JR. Yes on three from Strone. I think Trump will get the feds out of the way and let each state do their own thing. I think so too. Yeah, I don't think there's any real concern about who wins. I mean, we might have our observations or our beliefs that one party might be a little bit more pro than the other, but the fact that they're both pro, in my opinion, and I mean, it's just going to be, it's just time, right? Like, it's, you got to give the people what they want. And right now, somewhere around 70% of the nation wants it. So I'll be at the 6 p.m. one too. Perfect. See you then. Appreciate it. Always good hanging out, my friend. All right. Well, with that said, I'm going to start wrapping it up. So yeah, we'll call it, and we'll tune in again in just under 1 hour for what should be a pretty fun night. I got some MJ beverages, I got some XMGs, some Molos, and I even got a couple edibles. So should be fun. All right, have a good one, and we'll talk to you soon.